So you guys are having breakfast, whatever rations you break out. Dried meat, cheese, bread. There's always something to be had at the mining camp, and since you guys are the regulars, you don't have to eat at the common table with everybody else and get in line. You can go and acquire your own rations, because at any moment in time, you might be called to go perform your job, more so than anybody else, so you should be able to eat on your own time. When the messenger shows up, it's the normal young lady. You're a Dragonborn, correct? Change?
Yeah.
Dragonborn, a human, and a half-orc. Okay. Dragonborn are very rare. You two have been around this one for 6 months. He's still got a few oddities to him. Change, you don't know why Dragonborn are rare. You just know there's not many of them being born. Your entire race has become slightly infertile and has started to diminish. Eggs are laid with thin shells. Things like that.
Well, that's unfortunate.
The messenger stares directly at you for a second and snaps out of it. Sirs, I've been given this message to direct to you. And she hands it to whoever's closest to her, and then runs off. It's a message from Torbusk, the guy you guys know is your boss. It says, we've got a job today. I'll see you in a few hours at your leisure before, if you wish. So, the way this is going to work is you guys have packs that you normally would have packed, and I have all that stuff in here. Just ask me if you would have brought that, etc., because I don't expect you guys to know everything and have to go through a list. And if there's something that you guys think your character may understand, ask me, hey, has my character ever encountered anything like this before? But most descriptions, I should say that you've never encountered something like this before, or it's familiar in some way. Okay?
Okay.
So you guys finish breakfast, and mining camp is small. It's about 50 people. What you guys know is that they have a few casters, a few wizards, and a few other magic classes that can find openings in the soil up to a mile down. As a sorcerer, Change, what's your character's name?
It's gonna be Varda.
Varda?
Gotcha. Yeah.
V-A-R-D-A?
Yep.
Okay. I'll just change that for you so you can make that your name. There you go.
Oh, with a B. I got it though.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Alright. When it comes to the three of you, who do you think's the talker? Gorgor might think he's the talker, but he's probably not. Gorgor might like it.
I might talk, but nobody's going to understand what I'm saying.
What'd you say?
I said I might talk, but nobody's going to understand what I'm saying. Just the leaf on the breeze, but a drop of rain in the ocean of the soul.
Oh shit, and fuck, I guess I'd be the talker.
Yeah. My guy tries not to talk too much.
I'm running around with a 16 charisma anyway. Fuck it, let's do it.
Oh shit, yeah. Actually, you probably would be the talker then.
Anyway, the casters find caverns, and then without putting their bodies in harm, they scout them. And they give their assessment to Torbusk, and then he decides which team to send down. You guys are the regulars. You're the ones that deal with most of the stuff that's about the average level for what they find as to the depth they go. You've mined different things. Precious stones, metals, different things like that. There's been many times that you've gone underground and found yourself in ruins as well. There's been writings on the wall that don't make a lot of sense always. But it stirs your memory and makes you think and wonder exactly what this world was like that's buried so far below this rock and soil. Also, if you guys noticed, you don't dream. That's not a thing you do. No one dreams. It's not strange, it's just not something that happens. It's not a concept known to you. You make your way through the camp, and you arrive at Torvu's round tent. It's a normal SCA affair type thing. Canvas sides, pavilion out front. He's got his desk set up in there. Come in. Morning. I trust I find the three of you well.
Same old day as usual. What do you got for us?
He looks to the monk and Gorgor expectantly. He knows you guys don't talk much, but he always expects an answer. You may not always give it, but he'll always give you a chance and look at you.
The mountain does not tremble at the breaking of the dawn.
We'll see. The spotters say that something might be a little strange on this one, so we're sending you guys down instead of Brave. So, here's your scroll. He hands you a scroll.
What did they find strange?
He's pulling a scroll out and setting it on the desk. They say the light's a little odd. They're not sure. There's normal sort of things down there. But
Scared about a couple flickering lights.
no. As they put it across to me, they can see in the dark, and this place was still a little dim. The scroll he sets on the table, you know, is your get out scroll. Scroll of teleport. And it'll right out of there. It's your bug out bag so that you guys can get back and report, because either A, you clear it, or B, your reconnaissance for the specialties. And they call out them. They wake them up, they sober them up. Because those guys go down there and get it done. But those guys are mostly quiet, some of them are a little crazy.
Are those the ones that we read in the story that were the drinking and party heavy?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
You can tell all of them, from a psychological standpoint, all of them have some sort of substance abuse to deal with it. But they've seen a lot of odd things. He also pulls out 6 bottles, which he's never pulled out before. You may need these. If you're wounded, they will help. We haven't been able to find a medic for you yet. They're few and far between. But I don't
We'll
think
do our best to not have to use them all.
You haven't failed yet. You've been adequate so far. Well, if you'll report to Zephram, he'll send you where you're going. You guys know Zephram is one of the spotters, who also is the transportation to where you're going. He'll normally pop you in and then immediately pop right back out, because he is 110 pounds with a brick in his pocket. Big brain, small body.
I grab the potions off the table and just give 2 to everyone.
You guys make your way towards Zephram's. He takes you all outside. Well, here we go again. He does his little dances and his little moves, and all of a sudden you guys are transported and you are underground, and it is dark, and I'm going to swap your map. I've already put you guys on the map where you are. You are here. And that's what you can see right now.
Okay.
Let's see. I believe. Do Dragonborn see in the dark?
I have night
think
vision.
so. I do not think Dragonborn can see in the dark. I don't think they have night. I don't think they have dark vision.
I
Pretty
do.
sure they don't.
At least I think I do. It says dark vision racial half-orc.
You do.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
Gorgor.
almost get it.
everything's a little strange because he was right. It's a little darker than it should be down here. You've been underground before. This feels different.
I'm gonna go ahead and take point.
Okay, you should be able to click your character and then use arrows to move it,
It's so it's dim, but
or
it's
just
still
drag.
bright enough to be able to see like vague details.
No, it is dark. For anyone
Okay.
without low light vision, or well, for anyone without dark vision, it is dark. But you guys have overcome this before. You have bullseye lanterns. You have ways to see
Yeah,
it.
I did.
I suppose then we need to light our lanterns.
Da-da-da. I guess I just go ahead and light my bullseye. And I'm gonna keep mine pointed more at the ground.
You can't cast light, can you, Barda?
I cannot.
All right.
Yeah. So one hand a spear, the other hand a bullseye lantern, I guess, and just
You can clip them to your waists.
they clip on the belt. All right, then yeah, that's easy enough.
Actually, let's make this even easier. You guys are miners. You have you have helmets and lanterns that can clip on your helmets that light up for you.
Word.
Whichever way you're looking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha.
I can't do that in game though, right? Like I can't clip something.
There we go. Perfect. This desk is full of goodies like that.
Nice.
Band-aids.
What am I able to do right now? Am I able to move?
You are able to move and explore. You are in no way in combat. You are free to look at everything.
In relation to my lantern, how good is my dark vision? Is it the same or is it like half?
The lantern lights up the way it would light up, and it turns everything in 60 feet of you into normal dark vision and normals it out. But past that, it is still a little bit darker than it should be. So it normalizes everything.
My dark vision is like twilight. It's not like daytime, but it's like twilight. Is that correct?
Yes, where it should be like daylight.
So I'm gonna take one step forward, if that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna. Do I click on the map where I'm looking?
You can if you like. That's fine. If you click and hold, it'll ping. Checking out right there. Okay. You guys can establish a marching order.
I'm yellow.
Okay.
I'm like yellowish green.
Got you.
I'm looking over in this corner.
Okay. Nothing untoward appears in that corner. It seems like a bunch of rock. Just a crevasse right there.
Then I'm gonna look back here. We didn't really come from anywhere because we just teleported, right?
Yep.
We just popped in.
A little ways down there, there is a dead end.
A dead end?
Mm-hmm. Since you're walking around and looking at the walls and everything, roll me a survival roll, Gorgor. Click on that survival.
Alright. On my character sheet?
Yep.
And where would that be located?
It's going to be in that middle column beside the numbers right there. On the left-hand side, your attributes, your strength and everything. Just to the right of that, you see
Yeah.
acrobatics, animal handling. Go down, it's got a blue check mark beside it. Just click on the word survival.
Okay.
You should roll it. No. Okay. There's something odd about how this rock is formed,
Okay.
but you can't put your finger on it, but you know there's something wrong with it.
Okay. Can I do... My wisdom sucks. Can someone else do an intelligence check or something to like figure out what it is?
No, you also rolled shitty. You rolled a 6.
Oh,
You don't have that
I
bad of
rolled
a
a
score.
9. It says.
Yeah, you rolled a 6 on your dice, and then a +3 for 9 total. So you rolled kind of bad. You can share this information with your party, and they can try again.
Guys, I'm not the smartest here, and
He knows
I
something's
don't know
up.
what I'm looking at, but I know it's weird. Doesn't look like normal walls when we normally come down here.
Is it this that we're looking at right here?
He has been walking
He said-
around, looking at everything, and as he takes it all in, something feels off about how the walls are formed.
The walls themselves. Okay, I thought it was a specific spot. Okay.
No, not a specific spot, but he did look around his area before getting into any sort of danger or anything, and examine his whole surroundings.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to do.
Alright, so
Yeah.
alright, so what well, let's address. I guess we'll address the rock fort. What if I wanted to check that out? What need to roll?
You could roll a nature or a survival.
And how would I set that up to roll on the chat?
Let's see. You don't have your character sheet inputted? Just grab a die and roll it, and let me know what you roll. And you can just type your result into the chat.
I don't have it on me actually. I just rolled the chat.
You what?
I can just roll it in the chat.
Yeah.
Roll right. And I
So
don't
on the
have
left-
survival.
Oh, you don't have survival or nature?
Nope.
One runs off intelligence, the other one runs off wisdom. Roll whichever one's higher.
Okay, I'm gonna close my character sheet. Chat.
I got you.
I have a 0.
I'm just gonna roll. I guess it's the +1 for my intelligence. So. Okay, I rolled a 9.
Fang is looking at the rock. He's touching it. He stops and he looks at both of you and he says, "The dawn may not break the mountain, but the river may wash it away."
So the walls are wet?
No. What he's indicating is that the walls seem to be made by water accretion, as though water flooded something, and then through flooding and unflooding has left rock here that has been somehow or another mud that has somehow or another been transmuted into rock.
Is the ground wet beneath our feet? Or
It is
dry?
not, but you can smell moisture in the air. There is no residual water on the ground right now.
And the dead end. What does that look like? It's from a cave-in, or does it look like it's just a whole bunch of? Does it look natural?
It looks like it's natural in as much as it belongs to part of this cave. Understand what I mean? It fits in with the rest of the cave.
Yeah.
Got you. There you are. But the whole cave system is
Right.
a little strange.
Do we normally take turns here, or is this just kind of like we can do what we want until there's a combat?
Yes, you can do what you want until there's a combat and talk amongst yourselves. When combat rolls, we're going to do initiatives and turns and break things down a little more crunchy, as they put it.
All right.
I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. My headset is it's attached to another Xbox. It's just been turned on. Give me 1 second.
Gotcha.
God damn it.
I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna look at this like column looking piece. And I'm also kind of looking at the floor to see if there's any footprints.
There are no footprints.
Right.
I'd like to take a look at it.
That column-looking piece is one stalagmite from the floor up that is going upwards, and it gets thinner as it reaches the top of the ceiling, but it does reach the ceiling.
Alright. I'm going to actually move up here next to it.
Mhm.
And with my dummy brain, I don't know what that is. I'm going to poke it.
You're going to poke it?
Yeah, real soft, and just kind of running the blade across it to see if it's soft or if it's like super hard.
It is indeed a rock or clay or some sort of stone.
Okay, so in my dummy brain, do I know not to hit it because I'll hurt my axe?
Yes. Well, you have an intelligence of
Okay.
10. A 10 is normal human intelligence.
Oh, mine says 0.
Yeah. Well, if you look below it, it says at number 10.
Yeah.
0 is your bonus
Yeah.
that gets added to your die, which is determined...
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So I'm not super dumb, I'm average.
No, yeah, a 0 is an average. 0 is an average score.
My dexterity, strength, and constitution are super high.
Yes, they
I
are.
was looking at my wisdom, so I'm not stupid. I'm 12. I'm a little bit
Yes, you are.
more wise from experience.
But your charisma is pretty low, so you're not that good with words. You may not be able to always get your point
Right.
across without losing your temper. And you may not brook fools easily, but
Yeah.
you're not stupid by any means. Are you
That's
running your
my only
axe vertically or horizontally across this?
like the back of it.
Yeah, I get you. You do it without harming it. I'm not gonna let you harm your axe.
Yeah. I'm just kind of like tapping it like you would tap wood to see if it's rotten, or like a tree to see if it's hollow. You know what I mean?
I do. Hold on, I need you to roll me something.
He's basically testing the thinnest part of the wall to see if it's hollow and can break through, kind of thing. And that's the part I figured I'd hit because it would be the least dangerous.
Gorgor, roll
if I
me a
did break
perception
it.
roll.
Okay, so just click perception.
Yike. Ugh.
Wow. Bad luck today.
Luke does not
Oh,
like
that's
you.
bad.
Yeah, 8's not great. Anything below 10 tends to not be pretty good.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? I rolled an 8 plus 3, it's an 11, or I rolled a 5 plus 3 and it's an 8?
You rolled a 5 plus 3 and it's an 8. If you hover over the 8,
gross.
it'll tell you what it is. It says 1d20 plus 3.
Gross. Alright.
Yeah.
Gorgor's over there tapping and rubbing the pillar.
Love it.
Okay.
You back?
Yeah. It was linked to my phone and the Xbox in the other room, so I was hearing Apex going on in the background, and I was just like,
So you had to,
shit,
like,
hold on.
Disconnect the Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
while you were gone, Barda, Gorgor walked over to the pillar that you can see there, and is running his axe and tapping it, and kind of listening to it, and examining that pillar, because it's one stalagmite that has grown until it touches and has joined the ceiling. But as I said, you guys know this place was created somehow or another by flooding, and then unflooding.
Yeah.
You can see the watermarks on the walls. That's why it has almost a smoothed appearance in some places. No corners.
Can we tell from the walls what direction the water was flowing?
Roll me another nature roll. Or ask your monk friend to do it, because he seems good at that.
I'm good at survival, not nature. I know how to keep you from dying. I don't know much about how it works.
Fuck it. Go make the roll.
Do you want me to make a nature roll, or?
Whichever gives you a better bonus.
Well, I mean, it's survival. I'm wondering, techno. What do you want me to roll?
Oh, okay.
That one's going to have to be a nature roll, not a survival roll, because it's not tracking things. The survival roll was more, this environment is odd.
Yeah, I gotcha. I'll roll nature. We'll see.
It's an 11. Well, nature and logic, 18. There we are. Look at you.
Oh shit!
Exactly.
There, I figured it out.
Barda, you're from a mountainous region, and you know what weathering on stones look like and how water treats it. You would imagine that the water's flowing from this way, up ahead of you, not behind you. That's where it came from and retreated to.
Okay. So. Alright.
Real quick, what are your weapons right now, Change?
I have a I got a one-handed crossbow, and that's it.
You know that Barda is a magic user.
Yeah. You take the shape of a dragon or the shape of a human?
Dragon humanoid.
Gotcha.
He's basically a man-dragon thing. Which,
yeah. Like this, is this a pile of rocks over here?
Where? Right here?
Yeah.
Just ignore that.
Moving swiftly on.
This is something, but that's not. That's just texture that's drawn onto the map.
Cool. Yeah, that's fine.
Some of that is important, but I'll let you know.
Fair enough. I kind of like to look around, walk a circle around this.
You walk
pillar.
a circle, and it's kind of regular. I know it doesn't look it on the map because I just borrowed a map, but it looks a little too regular.
Looks a little too smooth.
Well, doesn't look like a normal stalagmite, that's for damn sure.
Okay.
And there's no stalactite above it.
Is there anything written on it?
There is not.
Okay.
My guy's pretty hard.
What did you do to that pillar?
I was kind of using the back of the axe as to not mess up the blade, and I was just kind of like tapping on it to see what it, like, if it was hard, if it was kind of like semi-hard, just kind of like that looks out of place. I'm gonna tap it.
Does it sound hollow when you tap it?
You gonna have him do it again?
I didn't roll a good check. But I can do it again.
Okay. He can tap it again.
A little bit harder.
Okay. Where are you tapping it at?
Not at the thinnest, not at the thickest, but kind of in the middle. So like slightly above eye level.
I got you. Good call. Very good call. Everybody roll a perception roll, because you're all gathered around it once he taps it, to see what goes down.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Gorgor knows exactly what's up.
Nat 20, my friends.
Hey.
Gorgor knows what's going on now, and Barda can confirm it.
A little bit harder did the trick.
No, it was location.
Barda, what is this?
It sounds
Gorgor
different.
smack harder.
It sounds more hollow on the bottom than it does towards the top, as though the bottom may be made of something else.
Because I rolled a nat 20, do I know how hard I need to pierce it in order to get through it?
A better question would be, will I break my axe trying to break through this? You don't think
will
so?
I break my axe?
If you aim, you think you know where to aim so that you won't break your axe if it's breakable. So you can roll it. Roll me a strength check. That's just click on strength. Oh, that's
average.
It's a save.
Oh, sorry.
I think it's just
athletics. Athletics.
Sure. Yeah. Roll me in athletics. That works.
Ugh.
Ooh.
You can click your actual stat to roll your strength
Yeah, you
instead
can.
of clicking the
But
box.
athletics was the proper thing to roll. It's not willing to give it up, Barda. You didn't damage your axe, or Gorgor. You didn't damage your axe though.
Okay. Is that because it was close to average? I didn't monkey swing it.
Pretty much. You want to swing as hard as you can and hopefully not break your axe. I'll give you advantage for that. Advantage means you roll 2 d20s. You roll it twice and you take the higher one.
So. Yeah. When my great axe, is the butt of it metal or is the butt of it wood?
The butt of it, we can make it metal. It's up to you. You want it to be metal, it's metal. You can have a one.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that.
Axe.
We're gonna say blade too wide. Let me try the pointy part.
Okay.
And go with the butt.
All right. Roll me another athletics.
What do I? Athletics.
Yep.
And Gord, if you want, you can just go ahead and just use the sharpen. If you break it, I can fix it.
Okay, he can mend it if you break it. That's something you know. So swing with impunity and take advantage. Roll twice.
All right, twice. Boom. Boom.
The 12 makes a chip in it.
Okay.
You knock a chip out.
Axe is okay.
Axe is okay. You are, however, making noise. You do know that the sound of the axe reverberates down the cave walls.
So I'm gonna take a look here.
Okay.
See if anything's going on.
1 second.
Guys, be quiet. We're listening for if anyone's coming.
Gorgor moves up for a second to here. And looks down this hallway. You don't see anything down there. Roll me a perception roll.
Just Gorgor?
Ooh.
Yes, because he's the one that moved that way.
Get it.
You don't hear anything untoward.
Okay.
Coming back and taking another swing?
Yeah, same spot.
Okay, roll it twice.
Alright. Athletics, right?
Athletics. Oh, there we go.
Natural.
There we go.
Finally. That's
A good hit and then a natural hit.
He cracks a hole about fist size in the base of it, about shin height. It breaks through, and you can see there's a couple of inches of rock that's accreted on the outside of it. Inside appears to be some sort of wooden remains. The wood is long since rotted away. You guys can roll me a perception roll to figure out what it was.
Okay.
My guy's good at hitting, not good at looking. Ooh, that was a good one. not a nat 20, but a 20.
Yeah.
It looks.
And then you hit one change?
That's a 1. That's
and what's
fine.
your perception plus?
1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
1 + 1. Oof.
Fang looks in.
Jesus Christ. I can't see shit.
Fang, did you grow up in a monastery, or did you have a single master?
It was a traveling troupe of monks that essentially tithed the villages on their travels.
Okay. This, as you begin describing it, you and Barda, as you describe it, because you can get a little down closer to it, your face is a little bit smaller than Barda's because he's got that snout. You shine your bullet hole lantern in there, and it looks like a reading stand. As you feel around inside of there and feel the shape of it.
Like a lectern almost?
Yes.
Okay. A forgery of nature leads to man's knowledge. And, like now that there is a larger hole. Oh jeez.
I'm listening.
You're glowing.
Yeah.
Can we like more easily kind of break the stone and kind of open up the hole a little bit? No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like grab behind the crust and pull off chunks.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. Yeah.
Might take you guys a minute or two, but yeah, you can uncover the rest of it.
I think we're each gonna pull off one chunk and then stay still and listen. And
I would
see
like
if
to keep
anyone's
watch down the hall.
Okay.
Or
Barda's
down the
gonna go
cave.
keep watch. Barda, put yourself where you were going to be.
Okay. That would have been a great time to have a dual monitor.
That's what I'm using. I got video over here and Roll20 over on the other side.
I just keep swapping back and forth. Got you. All right. You guys get enough of it peeled away where you can see it, but not enough that it's going to release and put weight on the stone above it. And you do indeed see a lectern type apparatus, or what remains of one.
Is there? So I mean, it just remains. There's no like papers or anything there, or books.
No, everything has long since rotted away. It's been there a long time. A very long time.
Leon, why don't you do a wisdom check? See if you can kind of, with your knowledge, like how long you think it's been there. Because you have a pretty high wisdom, don't you?
Yeah, my wisdom's pretty good. Would that be wisdom?
Or would that be intelligence?
No, that'd be wisdom, I believe. Give me a
Is that
perception.
something you can do?
Hey, give me a perception roll.
I do perception. That's fine. It's not even that I have particularly high stats. I'm just very lucky tonight.
You're fine.
Yeah, very nice.
This structure that is covered up under this, as you begin to think about it, because this is obviously, this lectern wouldn't just be in a cave, and you know that the walls accrete themselves, and that something has attached to something else and covered it up now. That's pretty obvious by the lectern there. This may go back farther than anyone's ever been or seen. You don't know. You know that it's very, very old. It's older than older than anything you've ever seen. Older than anything reported, you're pretty sure, because other people have found wooden stuff underneath the ground, but some of it has been intact. None of it has just crumbled to dust and powderized before their eyes, like this has. This is either very old or something is very odd about the substance that's clinging to it. One of the two, but you're not sure which.
I'd like to dig around in the rubble and see if there's anything of note that's hasn't worn away.
There's nothing.
Anything left behind? Nothing. Okay.
There's nothing there.
Stone outlives many a man.
All right. I assume we're going to move forward.
Yeah.
We're making the right, or we're going straight?
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of see where I'm pinging. I'm gonna kind of grab that corner, and I know I can only see to about right here. But I'm gonna see if anything's at the mouth right there.
There's not. You can feel free to move yourself up there.
Okay, there's not. I'm gonna go one more up and look to about right here.
You still see nothing of danger. More corridor. You got to kind of squeeze through right there.
Is my character small enough?
Just barely.
Just barely?
Just barely.
So what I'm gonna do is this, you'll notice I do this a lot. I'm gonna come right here. And because I know how hard the walls are and how hard I can swing and not damage my axe.
Okay.
I'm gonna smack the shit out of it right there.
Okay.
Just to make a noise.
Gorgor.
Got you.
Before you swing. It might be better off to shimmy through.
I want to see if any little shit starts running out before I get stuck in a corridor.
Gotcha.
I don't want to have my arms stuck to my sides while I'm trying to crawl through things. Spiders go on my fucking face.
He's got a point.
What's that? Athletics?
No, you don't have to roll anything for that. That's just making noise. Nothing happens.
Okay. Nothing happened?
Nothing happens.
Many paths, but which one leads to glory?
What do you guys think?
I say we just take the wider path.
The wide path allows more water to rush against the stone.
Okay,
But
so
allows-
there's still
but it
some
allows-
unrevealed. There's unrevealed map south.
Nah.
The meta game.
Check those eyes.
Unrevealed map south.
I say before we move on, all he said was it's a dead end. We can't really tell which ways the water's flowing. Maybe
No.
it washed a bunch of good things down into the end there.
No, you know the water's flowing slightly this way.
Slightly which way?
Oh wait, my ping's not up.
Map north.
Map north.
It is flowing north.
Yeah, you know that when it
So-
left and left out. One of you rolled well enough to know that it was flowing north.
That was me.
So for our knowledge, nothing should have washed out into the bottom there.
No.
Okay. If it's flowing north, that means it came from this hallway to our right as well. Because it's angled up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So nothing would have washed out that way either. But it's another source, and it might not be a dead end. I don't know. What do you guys think?
If you really want to explore that area, I'll go with you.
His character is smaller, correct?
No.
No.
Okay.
You guys are all
We're all
medium-sized.
Fairly large.
We're all
Yeah,
fairly
well-
large. Yeah, I'll go first. I'm gonna go. How far can I go? Can I go here?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna go one more actually. And I'm gonna look this way.
Ignore
Are you
this.
guys
It's
following
just,
me in?
Ignore
Ignore
this.
that?
It's just map texture. Yeah, it's just map texture. Nothing to
Okay.
really look at.
Gotcha.
Alright guys, it looks relatively safe. I'm gonna go a little bit to the mouth here.
I'm right behind
And
you.
I'm gonna take a look, basically a sweeping look all the way around.
I'm gonna be backing down this just in case anything tries to come
Got you.
Got it.
behind.
And do I see anything of note?
Nothing of note.
What about this right here? Do I ignore that as well?
Yeah, just ignore that guy. Like I said, not every piece in the
It's all
map has
flavor.
Don't worry about that little guy.
looks like
I'm
a
gonna
little
keep
snail.
just trucking.
Okay.
Or I'm gonna look at the walls in here and see if they appear the same.
They do.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and come down like here and take a look up this way.
Okay. Here, some of this terrain is actually there. As you're looking, you can see there's a little drop right here. And you can see a little bit of lighter color right there.
Can I do a perception check, see if I hear anything?
Yep. You don't hear anything.
Nothing of
Says a
note
little-
to see, nothing of note to hear.
Nothing of note to hear. If you want to see, you're going to have to get closer to this point to examine. From where you
Hey,
are
but
right
This
now.
Go ahead.
Take a quick clarification. When you say the terrain is lighted, is it you talking about the cave itself and not the actual issue of lighting,
Like, I'm
right?
talking the floor right here has some texture and it's a little bit lighter colored.
Okay, gotcha.
So, like the rock area is thinner.
Yes. If you want to go examine it eyes-wise, get over there a little bit closer, maybe about here or here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of stay in this back corner and take a look this way. The only reason I'm taking point is because I can see without the lantern. If you guys want to take point, let me know. I don't want to control the whole thing.
I'm cool. I'm cool with backing you up.
No, you're the best bet to take point.
Right.
From like even not even a metagame standpoint, you're probably the largest of the three of us, and you
Right.
look
I have
physical.
45 hit points, 15 armor class. What about you guys?
Yeah, I'm 15 and 40, but
Yeah.
I'm also like a skinnier, like wiry type, as opposed to like
Alright.
Yeah.
bulky.
I got an armor class of 14 and HP is at 36.
Jeez.
Okay.
We're all doing alright.
You all
Why
have
don't you bring it up with us over here somewhere?
Stop the computer. Oh my god. Shut up, Becky.
So I'm looking over here. I'm looking like over and down the hall here.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can stop this thing from making noise on my laptop.
Keep an eye out on the way we came, just so no bad shit happens there.
So we're in a building, like a mine shaft, like a wooden exterior shaft kind of thing.
Well, you know there was a wooden thing
That-
in there, but you don't know what kind of building
Yeah.
it's in. I will tell you that. You can
That's
see
fair, that's
this.
Something a long ass time ago used to exist here.
Does anybody have any rope?
It's on a long drop.
Okay, so like I could shimmy down.
Yeah, you can shimmy down.
Do I need to do some kind of check to see if I can get back up?
No. It's not long.
Can I get back up?
Yes, you can.
Alright. I think I'm gonna go down. What do you guys think?
I'm cool with you walking.
I'm gonna go one step down
You
and
hopping
then
down?
check the actual drop wall and see if I see anything different about that wall.
Roll me a perception roll. It looks like it's a kind of a slope, and there's ridges in it that are a little regular, that are a little bit lighter colored, and it looks like the remnants of long buried steps.
Okay. And it's a little bit thinner?
No, it hasn't covered the very outside point
Like
of
the
the steps.
edge, yeah.
Yeah, the very outside edge of the step is just still left,
Poking out.
but it's filled in the rest of the area here.
And what's that made out of? Can I tell?
The original stone looks to be some sort
Okay,
of
so it's
dark granite.
stone steps.
Yeah, it looks like you
Okay.
would surmise that this building was made of a dark stout granite at one point in time.
Okay. I'm gonna keep pushing if you guys are down.
Yep.
I'm gonna go like right in here. Even though I know I can't step there, but like it's like halfway in between.
I get
know
you.
what I mean?
You're hugging the wall. I get you. That's the same sort of
Yeah,
drop
I
right
would-
there. Right
I
there
would
in
like
front
to
of you.
step down with him as well.
That's fine. Right there's the same sort of drop. You can't see all the way into that room because that corner right here blocks your view.
Sure.
Okay. And I'll let you hug that corner and poke around it right there. Poke your head around right here.
Okay.
You can hug that and poke your head around.
Like here.
Yep.
Alright, and this looks funny to me.
Ignore the wheel structure. You do, however, see these stones. Those 3 stones are there. Ignore
Those 3
these guys.
stones?
I don't know what those guys are in the original game, but those 3 squares are there, and those are definitely 3 floor stones that are the same stone that the steps behind you were.
So they're flat with the floor, it's not like a table.
No, it's not like a table. They're flat with the floor. It's just a place where it seems maybe they have a natural tilt to them right there, and they didn't get covered up by the accretion.
Okay. I think we're also getting closer to the source.
Gorgor,
Yeah.
how is your vision on the lighting in the room? Is it still a little off for you?
Yeah, still a little off. Is it a little lighter at all, or no?
It's not going to change.
No, still, it's not going to change.
Okay, gotcha.
It's a pervading spoopiness.
Gotcha.
So you said ignore this and
Yep.
ignore this?
Yeah, ignore those guys, but the gray stonework is there. That's actual floor.
Okay. So this is like wall stonework and then a little bit of ground?
Yes.
Alright. So I'm going to talk with my guys amongst ourselves and kind of come up with what we think is happening. Fang, I feel like we're getting closer to the source.
There is
of whatever washed through. What do you feel like?
Everything has a cause and an action.
What gives you the idea that we're getting closer? Because I can't see in the dark like you can.
Well, at least I have my head lantern on. I don't know if you do.
But I don't think you can see as far as I can.
Yeah, I also have mine pointed at the ground because I do not want to give him away.
Yeah.
Heard.
Yeah, I'm kind of like. That's why I was kind of taking up the back. I was like sweeping it around and looking.
So the reason I say that is when we came in over here, the sediment was thicker. And it got thicker to here. And then as we came back this way, it got thinner and thinner and thinner.
Okay.
And the way I know water works is it carries everything to the end. In the city, if you look at the storm drains, the sticks aren't at the water source. They're at the water end. And I feel it's the same way here. So whatever spring came forth and deposited all the sediment is going to be where the sediment's the thinnest.
Gotcha.
That's my thought anyway.
Water washes away many things and reveals many others.
That's true too.
All right. Next move.
That's it. Yep. Let's go ahead and get a better look at the room.
Is this a drop down, or is this nothing?
That's nothing. It's flat. You're fine.
So I'm gonna come to about here.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of look in the room, see what I can see. Do I see any beings?
You do not.
The only thing
I'm gonna step here, but like not quite on the stone, just a little bit back. And same thing. I'm gonna hit here like
that is
medium.
a different sound whenever you hit here. Also, roll me a perception roll when you do that.
Okay.
Whole crew, roll me a perception roll.
whole crew.
Slightly below average.
Yep.
It's a perception, right?
I did.
Nice. That's really good.
Yeez. I also wanted to point my light at the ceiling.
Okay. Mm-hmm. 9, 7, and 19. Okay. Barda, you hear a liquid sound, but it's not water. Sounds like wet laundry. A pile of wet laundry hitting the ground.
Did I see anything when I pointed the light up at the ceiling?
You did not, but that was a good call.
Does the room open up at all? Vertically or just
Ceiling's only
horizontally?
about 10-15 feet above your head this entire time.
Okay. Okay.
So I hear wet laundry. Is it hitting something, or is it?
You can hear it coming from this side over here. Hold on, pinging.
Okay.
Okay. I kind of tell everybody just to listen in so they can hear what I'm hearing.
Oh, it only happens
Okay.
once.
Oh, it only happened once. Gotcha.
You heard a.
So it could have
The
been
rest of y'all
like
hear?
Don't like that.
a dead body or like wet meat or basically anything.
Ooh, oh no.
I signal the Gorgor. Ask him, Gorgor, look over there. Look. Tell me if you see anything over there.
I'm gonna move to about here
Uh-huh.
and look over this way.
Is there a grid on you guys' screen?
No.
Not anymore.
It just disappeared.
What the hell? Why did it just disappear? That's really weird.
Did you move the image off of the map layer?
Did I by accident? I may have.
If you brought it up a layer, it'll block the grid because the grid is on the map layer.
I think I did.
I've done that before. You just right-click it and change the layer on it. There you go. Oh, that's a
Those
big.
are big,
Yeah.
big squares. Okay,
Yeah,
that's fine.
No, I'm gonna fix that.
Okay.
The grid for some reason went to that when it should be.
Big old layers.
Am I assuming each grid layer is like a human's height?
It's
Is that kinda
each
how
grid
that
layer
works?
is 5
Like
feet.
5-10 feet.
Each
They're
grid is 5 feet.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
Right back where we started. Good.
Alright. And I looked over here.
Looking inside there.
Yeah.
It's darker in there than it should be. It's almost pitch black.
Can I identify that as?
What'd you say?
And there's nothing.
Would I be able to identify that as darkness?
It is not a darkness spell.
Okay.
Quick question.
Darkness
Oh wait, no,
conceals
never mind. Y'all would have asked about it.
Many dangerous things.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Wait,
ask
what?
if you guys see something, but obviously you don't. This is the first time I've used the GM overlay level for something
Yeah.
for my own notes, and you guys can't see a yellow line in the middle of that room. So that's good.
Nope.
Nope.
It's all you.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
It also, if you have tokens with initiative tied to them
Mhm.
on the GM overlay, their initiative out of the initiative order.
That's cool.
So
I would like.
It's real nice.
I'm gonna look up here too. Oh, go ahead.
I want to cast Mage Hand,
Uh huh.
and I would like to force to carry my lantern and go into that room with it.
Okay. Gorgor, you do indeed see another gap right there. I will illuminate that one now that you step that way and are in line with it real quick. And this is as you see him start to move his mage hand lantern. Let's see.
Okay.
It also
Is it like a
it looks too dark as
like
well.
a light orb that he shoots out?
No, his you see a little ghostly hand come out and disappear.
Yeah.
But you know it picks up his lantern and is carrying it towards the cave to the west. You know there's a cave to the northeast as well that's also darker than it should be. And you also know you're right in between them.
Okay. And so I can barely make out that it's a little circular hole in the up here.
Yeah, it's a small crack right there. It looks like where a door was has been, like, these look like rooms that have started to be filled in that were probably attached to this main room.
Okay. I'm gonna actually get at the ready.
Is this door room up here?
That is a.
We don't know yet.
Yep, he can see into these, and he can kind of see that there's walls, but the walls are very, very dark.
Can I see any beings in here? Or
Nope.
is it too dark?
The walls are pitch black.
I'm gonna go ahead and kind of spring into action and go northeast.
Okay. As you begin to move northeast, Barda's lantern gets about right here. And I will give you 10 feet of movement real quick to move where you want.
Ping it.
Right there? Okay.
10 feet?
You can move one more square.
Lantern get to?
You can move one more square, Gorg. Right here.
It didn't. Oh, okay.
Barda was pushing his lantern into the western cave while you were taking a position at the northeast. You can move one more. You can be there if you want. As Barda's lantern gets right here, the wall animates, slaps it off, and both walls begin to move, and we roll initiative.
Oh, great.
Where is initiative?
On your character sheet.
Well, I get that.
Yeah, so if you go to your character sheet and look right above your hit points, like right next to your armor class there.
Oh, God, okay.
It'll just be whatever your dex bonus is, unless you have like a special thing for it.
Son of a bitch.
Mine's alright. Yours is kind of ass.
Wow!
Hey, join
I have
the
the
club.
higher initiative bonus, and yet somehow I still got a 7.
Alright, so let's see. Got you. Okay. The initiative is going to go to the northeast cave. That one rolled a natural 20 on its roll. In front of you, Gorgor, from off the walls peels a black slime as it rolls down the wall, kind of chunky, and a pseudopod reaches out and slaps at you through the crack.
Okay. Kind of like a gelatinous ooze kind of thing.
Exactly like a gelatinous ooze kind of thing.
It's fucking slime. God damn it.
It misses. It's now your turn. You may engage from the doorway. You do not have to go in there. You have moved into a proper position where you can trap that one inside and see if your two buddies can deal with the other one. Or you can move backwards and let it go. You have 30 feet of movement. You may move any amount, attack, and then move again if you'd like, unlike 3.5. And I believe you don't have 2 attacks yet, do you? Not until you're
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm. You also can
Not
rage.
till I'm raged.
You can rage right now.
I have an idea. Do I run ideas past you, or do I just do them?
No, you asked me what's up.
So it's gelatinous.
Mm-hmm.
My character's wisdom is actually relatively high. It's slightly above average. I also noticed I have a drum in my toolkit.
You're also using a great axe.
Is that correct?
You're also using a great axe, which does have a flat as well.
Right.
If you're worried about cutting the ooze,
but I also have a.
Then yeah.
Right, where it just slices through.
Mm-hmm.
So I can slap it with the flat.
I will allow you to slap it with the flat.
I love it.
My question is, I have a drum.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean my guy is a drummer? Like he understands how to use a drum?
Yes.
Here's my question. Can I bang the shit out of the drum and see if the vibration causes the slime to dissipate through the vibrations?
I'm going to say you've tried this before on a slime and it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say you had that idea and
you know
tried
what I'm saying? People put that slime on the subwoofers and it kind of like dissipates.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That's the first time I've ever heard that. That's amazing, though.
Had it been
All
a
right,
regular
so when
ooze
it
or
slapped at
slime,
me,
I might have actually given you a chance with that. But this is not a regular ooze or slime, as you will soon discover. But as it slapped at you,
sure. Okay, so as it slapped at me, did it retract back into its hole, or is it still kind of in front of me?
it's trying to get through you. It's totally
Through
within
me.
your reach.
All right, so I'm gonna sidestep and then slap the flat of my axe at whatever chunk I can get a hold of.
Got you. Roll
Am I
it.
still close enough?
Yeah.
Roll what?
Click your character sheet and in the very middle,
Click great axe.
click great axe. Yep. That's a 14 to hit. That hits. Your damage for that roll, let's see, it's normally a D12, but let's do a D10 since you're using the flat side.
Right. And so I go on to the left.
Yep.
And I just click a D10.
Yep, and I'm just going to add 3 to it because your strength is a +3. So that's 13 points of damage to the northeast ooze.
We could have been homies, but it slapped at me.
Nah, homie.
I have an idea what I'm going to do. You guys
All
may
right.
not like it, but I have an idea.
Fang, it's your turn.
So
Fang.
where is the other ooze? Coming out of here?
Yep.
Yeah.
It slapped the lantern away and is coming out. I'm going
So it's
to...
basically right at that precipice or kind of an opening.
Yeah, my dumbass
So it
has
was
got
on the
tokens on the
walls.
map and haven't used them.
It was on the walls and kind of oozed down into a form. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
It kind of like built up. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, hey, look at that. Tokens. Cool. Perfect.
Yep, there we go. Actually, I'm going to put this one right there.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, I forgot the tokens are sitting there on the GM
Okay.
layer, and I was like, shit, wrong layer.
Yeah.
You're good.
I know how it is. I forget about that stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna then dash up here. And you mentioned that at least Gorgor has had an experience with these before.
No, he's tried to drum on a regular ooze before, and it didn't work. I wasn't going to let
That's
Gorg
Okay.
waste his action trying to drum and then get smacked.
But we've seen oozes is kind of what I'm getting at.
Yes, most definitely. You've encountered 1 or 2 oozes in your day.
All right, fair enough.
Not a new unknown.
So do we know that
It's
that
a strange
stabbing
version.
and slashing is not good against oozes?
Yes, you do.
I think it separates. Yeah.
You do know that.
That's what I wanted to check. Because that changes things, obviously.
Oh, yes.
So let's see here. Can I use the back end of it and beat the shit out of this ooze?
The back end of...
The spear. Because I have
Oh, yes.
my, like,
Most definitely.
Like a staff kind of, like you're gonna
Yeah.
swing at it.
yeah, I just want to give it a good whack with it. Let's see if I can actually hit anything today. 25.
Most definitely
Yeah.
hits.
Very nice.
11 points of piercing. Well, blunt damage.
Yeah, it'll be bludgeoning. And then I'm going to follow up with the bonus action arm strike.
That hits as well. For 5 damage.
Yep. So basically just bringing that blunt in around and then...
Yeah, I'll give you a steel butt cap on the end that you can smack it with. Yeah, that's fine. Barda, you're up. You got 2 targets you can see. One's around your buddy. The other one is... You got a pretty straight shot on the other one, so... It's on you.
How many? What was the damage on his?
He did 16 damage total, but he had 2 attacks.
I did
13.
and I did 14, right? 13.
No, 14. You're right. You did 14. It's up there in the chat.
Are we
It had a debuff though. It had a
Oh, wait, no,
debuff
no,
though
no.
because I used the flat instead of the edge.
No, it was 13. I'm dumb. That was your 2 hit. Was your 14. You're fine. All right.
Are we only able to see these 2 slimes?
Yes. Also, Fang, some of the substance comes away onto your fist.
Yeah. Does it feel weird? I mean, other than being a slime.
It feels gritty. It's black and gritty,
Don't like that.
which is not normal.
I want to do something, but I don't know how y'all gonna feel about it.
Do it. Quit sitting in the pot.
Do it.
Shit or get off the pot.
Combat.
Alright.
Yeah.
Frank, I want to cast Cloud of Daggers.
On what? This one?
Yep.
Ooh. I actually don't know how Cloud of Daggers works, I'll be honest, so it might suck. I might get hurt.
You fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet on each side, centered on the point you choose within range. A creature takes 4d4 slashing damage whenever it enters the spell area for the first time, and on every turn it starts in that space.
Alright, I will tell you
I
that.
think that's just a single square, right?
It's a concentration.
So it's an AoE kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
It's a location. It's one square that it can
It's one
sit.
square.
Yeah.
So it won't actually hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
But it sits there. It's not like he
Yeah.
threw something and it's done.
No, yeah, it sits there as
Yeah,
long
it
as he
sits
concentrates on it, yes. Okay, what do I roll to resist? What do I roll to resist?
You don't.
Do you roll to hit then? You must roll to hit. Roll to hit.
I don't hit.
It just is?
Mm-hmm.
It just is.
It's called what again?
Would like me to send you the spell?
Yeah, wow. That's wild. That's the only spell I've ever seen that doesn't have a 2-hit or
It only takes up what 5. That's the thing. So you have to keep the target there in order for it to be useful.
and you can't move. That's the other part. You can't move it. Like a lot of those spells,
Yeah.
you can move into a space.
Huh.
I think that
Yeah,
makes it.
it just stays there.
What level is
So
it?
that's the final point. If there's anything beyond it, it's a level 1 spell.
No, it's level 2 spell.
Sorry, level 2 spell. Level 2 spell. Level 2 spell.
Got you. Okay. Great. Alright. That's your turn. Roll 4d4 damage because it's gonna start its turn there. Ugh, rough.
There it is.
Rough.
Is there a way to put a block on it?
I'll remember. Don't worry too much about it. You're
Like,
fine.
okay. You know what I'm saying? Like a marker.
Yeah, there is, but
It's at the mouth of the hole.
Yeah.
It's at the mouth of the hole, but yeah.
oh, these things don't have enough brain power to move.
And you also don't have you don't have like 6 people casting different spells that all have area of effects, so
Yeah.
it's not that bad.
Right,
keep it in my brain.
right.
I got you.
It gets
All right, that brings us
initial cast,
to
then
this one's turn.
start this next turn. It hits again.
That does not hit. All right,
Nice.
Who's attacking?
now it's my turn again because I have the top and bottom of the order apparently.
Yeah.
Well, that other one, that other slime, is it the slime just attacked?
This one attacked now, and now
And
the slime to the west is last in the turn
It's
order,
hitting.
and the slime to the northeast is the first. He rolled a 20, nat 20, and he rolled a 7, but his dexterity is less than both of y'all's.
Oof.
Yeah, so this one goes last on the west, and the northeast goes first. So they go back to back. I have a hit on Gorgor.
Okay.
slime on the west does take damage again.
At the beginning of their turn? Oh, wow.
So on
So
my
it just
cast,
sits there.
No,
It's just like.
no. You fill the air with 5 feet on each side, centered on a point you choose within range. A creature takes 44 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time on its turn, or starts its turn there. No, I guess.
or starts it
Mm,
because at the start it happened.
because it says on a turn.
That was my.
We'll go with that. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a hit on Gorgor.
Okay.
Alright, that's going to be 7 damage. Your hit points are right there.
Alright, how do I
you can just
do that?
go to their hit points where it says 45 and you can move them down and up. As well as
Alright, so I'm at 38 now.
take 9 more damage now. As it burns when it hits you.
29.
Okay. Alright. Gorgor, it's your turn.
Because he had a nat 20, is that correct? There's no defense on my part because he had a nat 20, is that correct?
There's no defense on your part. Your AC is your defense. Your AC is a 15. Your armor class. I rolled an 18 to hit you on that one, so I hit
already
you.
factored that in.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Are you raging now, Gorgor?
Now it's my turn?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. How do I enact rage? Click it.
Nope. You just announce I'm raging.
I'm raging.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to let the DM know.
Yep.
And so it worked pretty good the first time. So I'm gonna do the same thing, the flat of the axe against the slime.
Roll it.
And I'm trying to power through it and smash it into the wall.
Okay. So are you going to reckless attack it?
Yeah.
Okay. You get advantage.
Half orc, I forgot, yeah.
Roll twice.
Roll my great axe twice.
Yep. Because you have advantage, which means you get to take the higher of the 2.
Okay.
Doesn't Great Axe roll damage?
Axe does roll damage, yeah.
It's not automatic. It'll roll you to hit, and then you click. If you want to roll the damage on those, if you just click the word Great Axe on either of those little boxes, it'll roll the damage.
Yep. So that 20 does hit.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so I clicked great axe twice, and then now for damage, what do I roll?
If you click the word Great Axe in the chat window, it'll roll the damage with all its modifiers.
Yep. If you come back to the chat. Mm-hmm.
So I take the higher one and click the red great axe.
Yep.
Yeah. And then, yeah.
Oh, word.
Yep. And I'll give you a full damage for that because you reckless attack, so you get a normal D12 instead of your D10 for 11 more damage to the northeast one. Okay. All right. Fang followed by Barda. You're on deck. Fang's turn right now.
Yep.
And that was with rage modifier and everything?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Oh wait, that was not with your strength modifier. Hold on one second. You get a bonus to damage roll that increases as you gain. Let's see. Rage damage, that's +2. So I add 2 more damage to your rage. So your great axe does 1d12 plus 5 total. So that's a total of 2 more points added. No problem. Got it.
Okay, cool.
Ooh. Sorry, I actually, something.
You're fine.
Yeah, I forgot to add my, video call on my character sheet, so I'll do that when it's not my turn. But, I'm gonna hit it with the spear again, whack it, and...
That's a hit.
Yep. Is it looking pretty beat up, or is it still looking... I mean, I realize it's dark, I probably can't tell very much, but...
No, actually, that one shot puts him down. I will allow you to cross with your movement and do your follow-up unarmed attack. Do you have to do it on the same target?
No, it's just a bonus action.
Okay, I'll allow you to move and take your bonus action to swing at the one in the northeast if you'd like to, and take a spot by Gorgor.
Yep, I'm gonna actually burn a key point and do flurry of blows, so I do it twice.
Go for it.
He got attacked twice.
Okay.
13.
That hits.
Alright, and 14 then also hits.
Indeed it does. 13 points of damage. That puts that one down.
Nice. Ooh.
They both dissolve into a a gritty mess on the floor.
They both dissolve?
Yes.
Oh.
When they die, they both dissolve down, and they are a gritty, black mess. Everybody roll me a perception roll.
Ooh.
It's pretty
My
good.
perception's been good.
What you got?
You've been better at it.
What you got, Barda? Everybody passes.
15.
For a moment, it feels as though the shadows in the room in the corners breathe forward and then backwards back to where they were. It feels like the shadows themselves took a breath.
I'm not the only crazy one that saw that, right?
No.
Darkness of the soul becomes darkness of the world.
So like got lighter real quick and then darker again?
It got darker, then it got back to lighter.
I was like,
Got darker, and it got even darker.
Yes.
Just go black.
alright, so these two guys are dead, right? This guy and this?
The best way to describe what they're made up of, once you can rub it between your fingers. You know the black sand on Hawaii deserts?
Yeah, like volcanic ash kind of stuff.
It's like black sand mixed with motor oil. Now you guys don't have your characters don't have anything for that, but you know what motor oil is. Mixed with used
Lantern oil.
used
It's like got
motor
a thick
oil.
viscosity to it.
Yeah.
You like squeeze it and it clumps for a second, but then it kind of like liquefies again.
It's obvious there's some sort of stone component to it.
Fang, you should probably wash your fucking hands.
Is there like
You got some of that shit on you.
Yeah, I got my hands. Is there water near us? Or?
You got a canteen. You can wash it off.
Yeah, I'll probably just use that then and wash it off. I was hoping that it actually existed because this looked like the body of water.
No.
I think
That's
it's just grayed out because that's the edge of the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be.
Shall reveal that area of the map to you. Wall. Fail.
Even more gray.
I'm gonna go up in here and just kind of check out the walls and then in here and kind of like the carcass, kind of like fish around the back of my axe in the carcass, see if it clings on anything and like find anything that we can use.
There's nothing there.
I'd like to run my hands over these kind of paving stones.
Okay.
Kind of deeper look at them and see, like, they seem pretty smooth. Like they're not rough or
No.
well, I mean, they just.
There's nothing other than the fact that they're not covered up by the accretion. There's nothing odd about them, other than the fact of where they are. It just seems like they happen to have maybe a little slope to them, so they didn't get totally covered up. You guys know you can go back this way to get back where you were, or continue this way.
I'm gonna come over here.
I'm
gonna take the butt of my axe and just like clang it on the rock, see if it's hollow underneath it.
It's not solid.
See if it's like a sarcophagi or like a septic tank.
Solid.
I would like to check out this part of the room.
All right.
Oh yeah, I didn't reveal that. Sorry about that. There's nothing there other than a chamber with some rough walls that the ooze was clinging to. Same thing in Gorg's side of it.
Has anyone else taken damage? Okay, sorry. Did anyone else take damage or just me?
I think just you.
Just you.
I need to take a long rest.
Or you could swig
I'm gonna kind of do it.
Or you could swig a healing potion. You could swig a healing potion as well. You each were given 2 of them.
Seems pretty safe.
A long
I don't have any in my.
A long rest is an hour.
A long rest?
No, a long rest is 8 hours.
Yeah, because then
sorry.
Yeah, that's also
Yeah.
an hour, and you get to use your hit dice to heal.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Let me read real quick.
No, you're fine. You can take an hour's break, or you could chug a healing potion.
What's the expected turnaround on like these kind of delves?
They're usually only about a day and a half tops. You guys never take more than 2 days worth of rations down in your packs.
Okay.
That's fine.
Anything more, and they
Yeah.
they get a bigger group together.
Yeah. I imagine if we didn't show up for 2 days, they'd start getting concerned.
Exactly.
Okay, never mind.
I mean,
I'm going to use Danger Sense
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of the room and just see if there's anything else like in the immediate area that's doing danger. So do I just click that?
No, Danger Sense, I will allow you to access it and kind of look around. But what it does, it's more of a reflexive thing that lets you not get smashed when you have to roll a dexterity saving throw against spells and things like that.
Oh, I'm reading it. I get it.
You're fine.
I get it.
You're okay. You feel as though the only answers only lie deeper.
Okay, I think I'm good then.
the deeper you delve, the more mysteries you reveal.
So how do I heal a little bit? Do I have to drink a potion, or can we take a short rest?
You guys can take an hour if you want to.
What does that give me?
You get to roll. You have 3 d12s, and you can roll one.
Yeah.
I think you have 3 of them. It's one per level. Yeah, you have 4 d12s, and you can roll those
Yeah.
and add those back to what you have.
Is that okay with you guys? Because I'm down pretty hard.
Let me check.
Yeah.
One thing real quick. I don't think I'm recharging on that short. Yeah, no, actually, key points to recharge on short rest. It's weird.
Do it. The benefit.
You can take a short rest, though. I think, I need to... Inner reflection reveal dark mysteries. I'm gonna go find that spot over here
Okay.
and literally just start meditating.
I never get used to you talking.
All right.
Love it.
Gorgor, you regain 15 hit points. I got that for you.
Alright.
The for one-shot purposes, I'm not gonna. We're for hit points. We're gonna just max you guys' dice out and keep rolling with it, and not have to worry about it. So
Okay,
1 hour's rest.
I'm at 44 out of 45.
Yep, you're good to go. So you guys take an hour's long rest, sit there,
Okay.
take a snack,
You did it.
and move on. Are we going here, up top, or are we going back the way we came and backtracking?
How do I search the room for literally anything that can be of use?
You've done that during your short rest, and there's nothing of use in the room.
Okay. Okay. You guys want me to still take point?
Yes.
Probably.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get, like, hugging the wall on the inside here and kind of looking this way.
Mm-hmm. When you come to a thin point, you're gonna chop your way through again.
When I get to the thin point, have me stop, and then I'll kind of take a look at it.
You can see a thin point right here.
Okay. And so, can I tell that it connects back to the main hallway?
Yeah, I'll give you that. Since you took all that time when you guys first got there to walk all the seeable area without going around the bends, I'll give you that you can recognize that part of the tunnel. Yeah.
All right. And if I look at the walls, which way is the water flowing in this room?
This way.
Or can I tell which way? It's not showing up on mine. Oh,
Water's still flowing.
it's
north.
flowing from us that way?
It's still flowing northern.
Huh. Alright, so fellas, when we were in this room, or when we were back here,
The closest you can think.
the water was coming this way. And now it's coming this way. So somewhere in here is where the source was.
I cleared your arrows off.
That makes sense.
If the source was in that room, you want to find it right now.
I mean, that's fair.
Gorgor, roll
I'm
me
gonna
another.
go ahead.
Roll me another perception roll, real fast before you leave this area.
Hey,
Or the water could all come from this direction and go back this direction. Perhaps you're wrong about it flowing. Perhaps it filled up and then re-emptied. And what you're seeing is a fill up and a re-empty, and the drain is somewhere this way.
Emptying.
The
Okay,
emptying.
fair enough. That makes sense. That makes sense. So it could fill and drain from the same area.
Exactly.
Good to know.
Now that you see more of the tunnel.
I'm gonna go ahead and shimmy my way out to here and look north.
Yep.
DM,
Anything of note? Yeah, go ahead.
Listening?
The scroll in front of us, are there any special requirements for all of us getting out?
No.
We use it?
No. You know how to read it and target all your party and get you out. So no, nothing.
Okay, so we basically all have to
They all have to be within 15 feet of you.
Gotcha.
Does it take us here or out of the tunnel completely?
It takes you back to the camp.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and move here and look north.
You can cut this corner a little bit more.
Alright, anything of note that I can see?
I'll tell you if there is. You can just keep moving as you're moving, and I'll tell you if something interesting pops up.
As I'm moving,
Gorgor's just a little paranoid.
as I'm moving, I'm kind of every few steps shuffling my feet to make sure there's not like shit on the ground or you know what I mean?
You're good. This is what
Stingray's
you're greeted
got
with.
Steve Irwin. They're not going to get us too.
What do you guys think? All the way down at the bend? Or
Well, we technically can't see what you see.
fair enough. I see a path north and a path to the right that elbows north.
It wouldn't hurt to peek down the corner of that other one.
The tree off to the field.
Gorgor, you see a sharp drop right there.
Right here.
Yeah, you see a cliff right here. Hold on. I'm not on pointer.
Ping it.
Yeah, we're not getting your pins. There we go.
There we go.
Off to the right, there's a sharp, or off to the north or to the east.
Right here, this wavy line right here that I'm pinging, that's a cliff.
Yeah, my whole map cuts off up there.
Either zoom
Yeah,
out or
Oh, I see. So right here, there's a cliff,
Yep.
right? Or this on the right.
That's a cliff right there.
All right, I'm gonna take a couple of steps in and unblack this here. See what I can see.
That's just me being lazy right there, that's all. It's just wall.
Okay, just
But
making
you
sure
can
there
see-
wasn't like a little.
You can see around that though.
Ooh.
That's a very deep gorge.
Any beings?
No beings.
Yeah.
But that's a
Any-
large chasm.
No
And
beings.
roll me a perception roll. Nothing moving, nothing stirring.
Okay.
Let's see, Barda, you can also roll the same perception.
Gross.
You're close enough with him.
okay.
As you stop and you see him listen.
I would assume my guy sees jack shit.
Barda, you hear rushing water. A large amount of it.
Can he tell which way it's
Far
flowing?
below you.
I can hear water down there. I can't see it, but I can hear it. It's down there.
Varda, why don't you step up to the edge? I'll lean back and hold your hand so you don't slip in, and look down and see if you can see which way the water's flowing.
Varda.
Okay. I'll put my helmet back on so we can do this.
Your lantern doesn't go that far.
Doesn't go down.
The canyon's only about 20 feet wide, but it appears bottomless. But you know that can't be because you can hear water at the bottom.
Because you can hear water. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pull Varda out.
Now,
And put him behind. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Put my hand down. One of these things disappears.
you're throwing what?
I said I'm not the cannon. I'm setting my hand down to see if I lose sight of it.
You don't, but your
He's
mic's
mage handing?
your mic's cutting in and out.
Yeah.
It's roboting. It's okay.
Might be running out of juice or you're charging it. Are you charging it right now?
Not at all.
Okay, I can hear you better now.
I don't know who that's coming from. Could be any.
Probably hear bugs through mine. Anyway, you said are you gonna send your mage hand down there? That's what you said.
Yeah.
Okay. Your mage hand descends into the darkness, and it disappears at about where the edge of your vision would have it disappear into darkness.
Okay.
You can see it a little bit
so we
farther than
basically
that,
can't tell.
but this hole is more than 100 feet deep. This chasm
Okay.
is.
Okay, so there's no way we're getting down there.
And back
Varda,
up.
is it cool if I yank you off the edge and stick you behind me?
Yeah. You can pull. You already did that.
Now, Gorgor,
Yeah.
you know you could probably make that jump if you hulked out and just fucking chugged it. It's only.
But I don't think anybody else could.
You are also aware, probably, that I am really, really good at jumping.
Yep.
Okay, so we could make it.
There's enough rope that you
But-
could get you could get your friend over. He might get banged up a bit
Who's
unless
got
you can.
rope?
You all do. You all got at least
Okay.
50 feet of rope.
Standard. Yeah, standard.
All right. Do you guys want to poke north first and then come back, or do you want to go down?
Fuck this question.
Can we see to the other side? And is the other side as tall?
The other side is
As
even,
deep.
is level even.
Even?
Yep, even floor. You can see the other side, and you can
How
see
far
that
across?
20 feet.
How far across is it?
About
20?
15 to 20 feet. You can the squares are 5 feet each. It's accurate.
Does anyone have a spell that creates a bridge or anything?
No, but I can't use my hand to put something on the other side to secure a rope. If that's
So
Yeah,
you can
he
secure
totally
a
could.
rope?
He might be able to secure a rope.
I just need something on the other side to tie the rope to.
Well, you guys also have pitons that you could hammer into the ground if you'd want to. Pitons, I'm sorry. They're actually pronounced pitons, apparently. Piton.
To climb the face?
You can hammer one piton over here, and then one of you can jump over and secure another piton and tie a rope between it, and hand over hand, Bardic could come across if you wanted to. And then use his mage hand to untie the rope, and all you lose is one piton,
Alright.
which is normal.
So, thinking about the job that we have, we're clearing the way for other miners.
hmm
I think taking the path of least resistance first would get the most miners to where they need to go. So I'm thinking about we go up here first and see if there's any obstructions.
It's not a bad idea.
I'm with that.
That's good logic. That sound like
Yeah, I was gonna say something to that effect.
okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna take point again and slowly work my way up here, kind of shuffling my feet as I go.
hmm
is this visible to me?
Yes. Any blocks that you guys see are paving stones.
Okay,
When
so
you
they're
guys look
ground
at them,
level.
yeah, either every time you come across these paving stones, either A, they are a little bit taller and just didn't get accretion, or B, it seems like the accretion flowed underneath them and pushed them up some.
Gotcha. Like floated the floor out of the ground.
Just a bit, yes, in some places, and then stuck it there.
I'm gonna grab this corner over here on the wall and look this way.
The floor tiles are an indication that this used to be something that was organized. It used to
Some
be a
kind
building.
of structure.
Yes. So that you don't waste time on
Interest
it.
in this round one.
Eh,
Yeah, the round ones.
nothing special about it.
Nothing.
No. This place is creepy enough without special things.
I'm gonna move up here and look this way. Yeah. Anything moving? Anything of note?
Roll me a perception roll as you stop and listen. Nothing untoward.
I'm looking at the walls and seeing if there's still kind of that same, like, gritty, kind of like sediment.
There's still that same
so
stone.
Changed with that.
Yep. That same unsettling.
You guys want to do anything different, or you guys want to keep pushing?
You have a wide path up here in the north, and then you have this pinch point right here. So.
Oh, this is actually over here? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thing, check out this little area up here. See if there's anything cool.
Nothing of note.
Anything no. What about down at the water here? Or is this also?
That's just the black border is the black part of the map. That's the edge of the map.
Alright.
Well, here, I'll go ahead and do this. There you go. That's not a lake or anything in there.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It looked like the water was running into it. That's why I was.
You're fine. The water disappears underground over here and over here. But you guys didn't get down, aren't going to be able to see that unless you do something interesting.
Swimming.
Well, throwing a lantern down might do something. Maybe. But then you'd be out of lantern.
I'm gonna shimmy into here.
Okay.
And look at this room.
Oh. That.
This on the ground here. This is actually something there.
Here?
Yep.
From here, can I tell at all what it is?
Might be an old, ancient, broken shield.
I'm gonna move not quite up next to it. I know that that's the block, but far enough away to where I can poke it with my axe.
Roll me a perception roll on it.
What's that?
Roll perception.
Perception. I'm just kind of like fumbling, seeing if it's stuck to the ground, that kind of thing.
You're fine.
Gross.
It is stuck to the ground as the accretion has. It is stuck to the ground as the accretion has filled the underside of it and stuck it to the ground. But the top seems to have some sort of almost like burn marks on it, but not.
Okay.
It's like something melted it slightly.
More like acid burn, like a chemical burn. Yeah. Not like fire-ish, but like some sort of chemical burn.
Yes.
No. Got a weird idea. I kind of start poking the ground around it to see if it's softer than the rest of the ground.
You gonna try to work it up?
Kinda, sorta. I kind of want to see if there's a being underneath the rock that's holding it.
Okay.
That's kind of held down by the sediment.
It does not budge. It is stuck fast. The sediment has filled the inside and bonded with the bottom of it. You get the lip off around it, and you can tell as you start to. The shield is softer than the sediment, and the edge of it starts to break some.
Okay.
And you can tell that it's become one with the rock.
Yeah, it's fossilized into the ground, kind of. Alright, so that won't come up. If the shield's no good, I'm actually going to hit it as hard as I can and try and smash through it.
That's fine. You break the remnants of it and see the dome that has the bas relief of the back side of it on the bottom.
Okay.
Where it filled
so
in the
there's
back
not like
side.
a hollow spot under it?
Nope. There's no hollow spot under it.
Okay. You guys want to keep pushing forward?
You can go north or you can go west again. You got this.
West or east?
East. I'm sorry. East.
Here.
I'm dumb. I forget cardinal directions all the time for some reason.
Just
Southeast.
go right
Grab it here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and kind of look down as far as I can look down.
There seems to be another pillar right here that's kind of grown in between this opening.
Yeah. Is it fat on the bottom or fat on the top?
It's
Tighter might.
a little bit above head height. It starts to thin out.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna walk up and just above head height, using the back of the axe to not damage the blade. I'm gonna give it a tap and see if it's like the other one.
It is.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and hit kind of the same type of spot I hit on the other one to see if I can smash it out. The back of the axe there.
It does not smash out at the same spot as the other one. You surmise that it has something else inside of it than the other one did.
Do you guys have any spells that can kind of break the outside, or do you want me to brute force it? Can I make a perception check and tap up and down until I hear a hollow spot?
You most certainly can.
Nice.
It seems to be more hollow near the wall than it does near the outside.
Near the wall?
Yep. Near the north wall right here.
Okay. Can I do a athletics check to see if I can smash that out?
Yep, go for it. Most definitely.
We're getting good rolls.
You clear out enough space right here as you smash through that side. You smash through, and you guys take a second, and you're going to examine it. I know you are. And after a few minutes of examining it, you can you can filter into this room if you'd like. Now, you peek around the corner and you can see this. There's more floor here. Those purple areas are actual. Ignore the mushrooms. There's no mushrooms. They look like dark soil.
Okay, and you said by smashing that pillar.
When you guys are looking at it for a second or two.
We kind of examine inside of it?
Mm-hmm. When looking at it for a second or two, you guys can see that it's the remnants of a door.
Okay.
It's a half-broken door right there.
Oh, here?
Yep, inside this pillar right here is a half-broken door.
Yeah. So like on this side, I'm assuming was the hinges, and we broke open where the opening kind of was.
Correct.
All right. Can we see all the walls in this room here?
You can.
Okay. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oops, bloops, Batman.
We didn't see nothing.
Do I see that yet or no?
You can see the walls.
Pretend like I don't see that yet.
You don't see any creatures there.
Okay.
Good to know.
Well, I'm gonna look at this dark soil.
Yeah.
And kind of poke my axe, kind of fish around in it, and see if it's sitting on top of slate, or if it's actual like soft
It's not. It seems to be something has dug its way in here at least once or twice and burrowed through the rock and the accretion rock, and has maybe looked around in here before. Something has definitely
Okay.
burrowed through here before, in these random spots.
Okay. So they're burrows.
Side note,
Um.
trying to update
Yeah.
my layer. Figure out how it bio, but it hasn't updated my character icon.
You got to find a better mic.
He's trying to update his character icon. He said he updated it, but it isn't transferring to his actual picture yet.
Go to the list of where all the characters are, drag where it says Arda onto the map. Like,
Yeah, drag, yeah, and then replace yourself with it.
yeah. I can't do it because I don't have access to your sheet, but
He's
yeah,
got
there
it.
you go.
There we go.
Nice. What are you doing?
All right, what's
You turn
going
that
on?
light on?
What's the move?
Okay, will you grab me some ice, babe? Hey, can I take a quick actual break? I need to pee.
Yeah, we could take a quick break
Okay.
right here for a second.
Yeah,
Alright, everybody take 5.